Well, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. The venue is Harrow in the West End of London, northwest London. And it's Raw Combat League here. I'm Danny Kendrick in the commentary box, and we are at the business end of the show. My co-commentator tonight is Alex Foreman. We are into round one, Alex.
Good evening, Danny. Nice to be here once again. Good start from both lads.
Yeah, big start. Crowd filling up nicely in the venue now. It's Simeon Powell from Premier MMA and Danny Moriarty from the Nosey Academy. This is where the show gets started. C-class rules. First of 5 1.5 minute rounds here.
Big boys here, two big cruiserweights, Danny.
Yeah, powerful.
Quite strong as well. Simeon looks really powerful.
Powerful shots going in already, hitting hard. Only 1.5 minute rounds here. Alex, can they maintain this pace though for 5?
I think they can. Look, two young, fit lads. Some really good clinch work there. See, last time we don't have the best clinch work, but some really good clinch work from both lads there, Danny.
Yeah, skipping in to try and set that shot up as well, but he's calm and collected on the back foot, isn't he?
Yeah, the two of them very composed. Two very good gyms, Premier Gym, and obviously the Nosey Academy right here in North London.
I see Nick Wilson and Lyndon
to
Knowles
the face there,
the
Danny, from Simeon.
Yeah, he's got the tricks, hasn't he? It's going to be early on in this fight though, but he's quite dominant.
Yeah,
at range,
he's
the
very
punches
relaxed,
flying in.
lovely combination work from Simeon. He's going to town on him now. Could he stop this fight? Scott Robinson's looking to step in, Danny.
Yeah, he's hitting the body and the head. The boxing's there. He hammers down to the leg. Massive end to that round, Alex.
That was a brilliant finish. That was the difference between the 10-10 at the start of a Muay Thai fight and the 10-9 round, Danny. Simeon Powell really went to town on Danny Moriarty at the end of that round, and it's put him around up for me, Danny.
Well, second of 5 here. Explosive first round, Alex.
Yeah, it was. I've seen Lyndon Knowles going to town on Danny in the corner there. Hopefully Danny will come out with a bit more intent.
Huge right hand after the high kick as well. Big skills, this kid. He's aggressive, isn't he?
He is. He's very aggressive. And he's really setting his weight down there for those punches as well.
Referee's had enough. He's going to give him a little bit of space there. I thought he was going to give him a count there, Alex.
I thought the count was coming. He kept throwing when Scott was trying to separate it there as well.
I think they might have got him away with the count for a second there. Just a little bit overpowered at the moment, isn't he? Oh, big uppercuts and strikes.
He looks like he's boxed. He looks like he's boxed.
We've just said it at the same time, yeah.
He looks like he's boxed. He's come over the time, maybe he's done a bit of boxing training prior to time.
If he hasn't, that is a compliment to the man's hands as well. But he looks hungry and he's out of sorts of Nosey Academy fighter at the moment, isn't he?
Yeah, at the moment, Danny, the boxing's really paying off for him. That right uppercut into the left hook. Oh, massive counter from Danny Moriarty.
Yeah, huge right hand
and then
drives
the right
himself
body kick.
back into this fight.
That's what he needs to do, Danny.
Needs more energy though, doesn't he, Alex?
Yeah, he's got to put it on Simeon and let him know there's a fight here.
Oh, jumping knee, goes into the midsection. He's got all the time. He's very energetic as well, isn't he, Alex?
He's massively energetic. Well, Danny's complaining about the first knee, which he felt was to the face. If it was accidental, he's got to get on with it, Danny.
Talking to in the red corner, which is the Nosey Academy of Lyndon Knowles. He needs to get his fighter back into this one because Simeon Powell from the Premier MMA has laid it down early in this fight, hasn't he, Alex?
He has, he's laid it down. He's massively ahead after the first 2 rounds, which is unusual, Danny.
Holding on to that clinch, he's got the inside where he can establish those knees, and it's dominance, isn't it?
Yeah, it is dominant, and you know what, they're not slap knees either. He's slamming his knee right into the midsection there of Danny Moriarty.
Moriarty's struggling to get a clinch grip and get himself out of trouble as well. What does he need to do here, Alex, to get out of the way?
In this particular situation, Danny, I think he's in trouble. I think he's looking on getting stopped at any point.
Well,
I think he just looks like sometimes, Danny, you're just out to your depth.
He's out his depth, to be fair to him. He's probably a good kid, but I'll tell you what.
He looks like he could get lighter.
The biggest compliment I can give this kid is Simeon Powell looks amazing. It's the first time I've seen him, and he looks like he's got all the attributes of a very good fighter.
This is a C-class level fight at 85 kilo. Simeon Powell is fighting like a B or an A-class fighter here.
Referee's had enough. I thought he was going to end the fight there. Simeon Powell, watch out for this kid.
He's looking round for help. He needs to stop the fight now.
Calm and composed. Lethal in his execution as well, and very high energy.
You can't help but will Danny Moriarty into the fight.
Of course, if this is one of his first fights, I don't know if his debut here or at C-class, I don't know, but this kid here is extra special, I think.
He is, but you've got to look at the physiques as well. Look at him sitting down in the corner. You tell him he could drop 2 weight classes, Danny Moriarty, from 85. He's a massive 85, Simeon Powell.
He's wide in the shoulder.
He's massive for 85.
Danny Moriarty needs a huge round here, and great advice from the man in the corner, Lyndon Knowles, who's been in situations with guys at this weight himself.
Lyndon's fought at this weight. Lyndon knows what it's all about, and there's probably no one better to have in your corner when you need to dig deep, because Lyndon will dig deep. But I see Danny getting stopped this round. I can't see it carrying on much longer. Simeon's too big, too strong, and he's not fighting back. You see the Scot looking at it now.
This
fight's over, Danny. The fight's over. The fight's over.
And that is enough. Yes, that is enough from referee Scott Petchnoy. And a really impressive opening fight that I've seen from Simeon Powell from the Premier MMA. He's laid it down on the Raw Combat League here tonight.